You started, Sean, or no?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. What's up, Spin? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another NIU Husky game. Today's game will be NIU versus Western Michigan University. And we're going to start on Nepal, going in quick here today. Moving pretty quick. And I am your commentator. Last shot for tonight, and with me as always is Spade GG. He's having some mic issues right now, so he's gonna figure them out. And then our cameraman and broadcaster, who is running everything for us, is Sean once again.
Hello. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. So starting off on Sanctum. And we're looking like a double bubble coming out for Western Michigan. And simple Ryan Zarya for NIU. Gonna have to close the distance, looking to take this close team fight. Good wall coming out from Hydro already, trying to catch this Winston out, but he does stay alive and dances around. Teammate comes in for support, and it looks like Michigan will stabilize here. Now, point is unlocked and 2 kills falls for Moses. No one has capped on the side of NIU, but they have won the fight, and Michigan cannot push yet. Point comes in now for NIU, and the percentage starts to tick here, with NIU just holding this choke. Big anti, though, coming out from Cornmeal. Diving in pretty quick, but anti wears off just in time, and Winston has to disengage. There's a tracer in the backline causing a lot of problems right now. Fox is looking like he's out of position. Gets great support from his team, though. Wall comes out, blocks off their own Reinhardt, put down quickly. And this tracer is just causing havoc in the backline, but 2 kills falls for the side of NIU. And a transformation, a nanoed Reinhardt Echo comes out for Western Michigan. Doesn't find a lot of value, though, as he just has to wait as NIU disengages and plays around this. And just like that, NIU picks up this fight and has the ult advantage after all that, too. Very clean on the side of NIU. And unfortunately, Spade's having some issues right now. Hopefully, he'll be with us next map. But for now, it'll be a solo cast. So looking ahead here, Western Michigan trying to take this point. Now got a break. Grab comes out early with a blizzard for NIU. Finds a massive 3-man freeze here, or a 2-man actually, but the kills just come in and NIU win another fight. Now, Western Michigan, after just losing that fight, committing essentially no ults there. That's not the worst fight to have, but now we're moving into final fight territory for NIU, so the pressure is on Western Michigan here to really win this point and close out the map. An early Brig rally comes out on the side of Western Michigan, trying to force a close team fight here. Tracer gets the touch for overtime as Winston jumps into the backline, popping Primal Rage, but a beat drop comes out from Frosty. High Noon comes out, but Fergot finds the kill on Brig, and just like that, he falls as well. So now, main support and main tank down on both sides, and the kills are coming in on the side of Western Michigan in overtime. They clean up here, the point will flip, and this game will be back alive. So even though NIU lost that fight there, it's really not a... Oh! They C9'd! Wow. A classic C9 coming out on the side of Western Michigan. Everyone stepped off point, and overtime ticked down to get NIU the first map point. Huge mental lapse there, but it happens, and that's why there's a term named after it here.
I don't really understand what happened there. Like,
It was a classic C9, Sean.
I really thought Western Michigan was on point.
Yeah, you know, I think we all did. So it's unfortunate how that happened, but it is what it is. And Western Michigan gonna have to mentally reset after that one. So in our second map, we go to Village here. NIU, or I'm sorry, Michigan coming out with the Sem, rushing to backside of point here with the Sem May. Comp we've seen quite a bit here in the college scene, but NIU also bringing a May Reaper over their own to get a little more damage in these brawl comps. So as we're watching here, Reinhardt swinging in, accumulating ults on both sides. Good Maywall comes out though, trying to find some value, and just like that, Pillsbury goes down to the side of Western Michigan, and I think Western Michigan might have to give this fight up, especially with this Baptiste wall just finding too much value. Lucio falls now, and the point goes on the side of NIU. Big pin coming out, and it does clean up the Sigma. Now, easy cleanup and retreat for Western Michigan here. Or, I'm sorry, for NIU, and Western Michigan is on the retreating side. Gonna have to wait and rethink their game plan here. But they do have the Sem wall to cut off point and get a free fight looking forward here, if they can place this wall and play it around it properly. Okay, just like that, Simwall comes out, but an early pick onto Sigma kind of just puts this fight away for NIU already. But as we say that, 2 fall and a big slam coming out from Pillsbury, putting the team on its back, finding the initial fire strike to open that fight up on the Reinhardt, allowing no shield to get a nice 4-man shatter to win this point for Western Michigan. Very clean play on the retake and good ult usage, only having to commit 2 ults there to really secure that team fight. Maybe 3 with BAP, I didn't see it in the fight, but could be mistaken. But before NIU here, we're coming up on 5 ults, and Baptiste ult kind of is very fast to build. So initial Graviton Flux coming out on the Sigma into a freeze kind of stops this whole NIU push already, and 2 ults used on the side of NIU. Western Michigan holds and gets more point here.
Aligning defense system.
As we're looking on here, NIU taking back to the high ground. Now down to only 3 ults against Western Michigan's 1. So they do have the ult advantage going to this fight. They do have to capitalize it on though. A nice wall on the Reinhardt gets an early pick. Same thing with the Sem. this Sem wall unfortunately could not keep him alive as it was placed on a diagonal, which split only a fraction of their safety, but in the end, the kills are coming in from NIU. And point flips back, and percentage will be ticking with these crucial picks on the side of NIU, just winning an extra maybe 20% there. Looking at percentage, it may be last fight. Western Michigan looking to take high ground now. They need the Sigma ult to land. They gotta know Lucio ult is down and to come out. Bap Inward saves the Lucio here and their whole team, but this Zarya gets shattered at the start of the fight. They can get a 5v6. Now, Western just has to capitalize as they do find 2 more and will most likely flip this point around. That was an absolute crucial fight for Western Michigan to win if they wanted to stay in this map. And Frosty just getting that overtime tick going here. So now 1 team fight, and NIU takes this map. And looking at ults here, NIU with 3 coming up on a 4th, and practically their whole team, if Forgot finds a good fire strike and Moses can get Zarya online. But Western taking the high ground here. 2 people split off on the side of NIU, but they break the wall quick. But it's too little too late as Zarya falls. But they are committing to this fight with May ults of their own. And Foxish finds a crisp 3-man, but their whole team is frozen. But it doesn't matter. There's just no follow-up. And NIU should have no problem cleaning up this fight here. Good Reinhardt ult to clean 2 up. Sem ult trying to save the point. But as this happens, overtime is ticking down. And NIU have won map 1. It's very clean plays from NIU, really comboing their ults well and knowing they can take that fight even though they were split off and down a Zarya. Just really combining ults well there to win this map. Very good play from Brother in this play of the game here. Using his abilities well, but as we see the cards, Tokotoro with 40% of the team healing from what they took throughout the course of the match. A very nice win on the side of NIU. So now, going to a hybrid map, it looks like we're going to grab King's Row here. A Overwatch favorite among players, and I would say a classic among many. Have seen some legendary clips in the Overwatch League, and I'm sure most people have an experience with this map, as it is, like I said earlier, the fan favorite. So NIU is up 1-0 here, looking to punch their ticket 2-0. And we will see how it goes on this next map. Yeah. So for now, we are swapping attack and defense here, as NIU decided to, I want to say, attack first. That's the red team. So we are just waiting for the lobby to be set up, and we will come back into it here. Hopefully Spade will be back in time. He had to restart his PC. He is having some technical issues, but for now, it'll still be the solo cast, which personally I'm okay with. It's not anything too crazy, but it is nice to have a person to bounce off of, bring the stream more alive. So for now, we are just hanging out, watching some good Overwatch. And if looking at the previous game though, Western Michigan, they really can't be too down on themselves. They did win some clean team fights against NIU. They just got to do that more consistently here on Kings Row if they really want to take this map away from this NIU squad. So we're going to be seeing some interesting team comps hopefully coming out. I'm expecting a Rhine Zarya, as it is the classic on this map. And both, actually, Western Michigan picks up the Rhine Zarya, but NIU going with the double bubble. They might switch it later on, but for now they're showing double bubble and double sniper, trying to find some early picks and apply pressure here. Going with a hard dive, maybe on the Lucio or the Baptiste. Voice lines are coming out from Doppelganger here, trying to figure out how to win this map for Western Michigan. Only time will tell if he figures it out here, with NIU switching to this Reinhardt Zarya, the staple for Kings Row. So as we see this here, NIU pushing in, trying to find some poke damage and figure out how to attack this. They elect to go through Hotel to come through the backside, but pick falls on both sides here, 1-for-1 off these May walls, and we'll see who comes out and can stabilize off this fight. Looks like, oh my god, that's a 29-second shatter from Fergon to just put this fight away. But as I say that, 3 picks come out on the side of Western Michigan. How did they bring this one back? Off a lightning quick shatter. They cannot find the closing kills to take this point, which I was for sure they would get. So now looking back, NIU is going to have to reset off of a potentially great push. Good May wall to block off a Baptiste wall fire strike. And they have to find this Reinhardt quick, and they do. And their Baptiste wall, it's just grabbing much more value, being placed in a much better position on the point here. The recontest trying to come through, but Western Michigan just has to give it up. They try to save the Zarya with high charge here. Crucial if they want to build ult quick, but as I say, that Zarya already has her ult. But the damage Zarya can put out at full charge is more than DPS can put out in some cases. So very smart play to keep the Zarya alive there, but NIU getting some free payload push as they back up all the way to end the second point. As we see here, Graviton Surge comes out from the side of Western Michigan, but a good freeze catches off the Zarya and May. And with that, NIU doesn't have to get too aggressive here. They just get free payload push. So, very smart plays not to overextend and put yourself in a bad position, making it a 4v5. But they are applying the pressure on the choke point here, not allowing Western Michigan to walk forward. So teams coming back for Western Michigan here. They do have this Reinhardt Shatter and May ult coming up. They elect to use the Baptiste ult early. A good May wall comes out. But as I say that, a 3-man Shatter in the back line. Saved by a Baptiste wall. Reaper ult doesn't find anything. Beat comes down for NIU. Shatter connects with the May, but knocks no one else down. But the pressure that NIU just had there, playing patient, playing slow, using their ults to react, really just won on that team fight. And a clean second point for NIU without this payload nearly stopping. Finding some good kills on the way out as well. This payload is probably going to get to corner before a recontest can happen for Western Michigan. Alright, Western Michigan coming back. Baptiste wall comes out early for NIU. Trying to find some good value, but this Mail splits off the Reinhardt early on, but Reaper, Foxish, finds the 2-man Death Blossom and 2 kills before, or 1 kill before and after to make it a 4K. And a team kill comes out for NIU. So now, on the heels, Western Michigan's going to have to contest quite early with this Graviton. It comes out May ult both sides here. Western Michigan's May ult, though, deadly. Freezing 3, but no follow-up, unfortunately, with NIU finding some early picks at the start of the fight, allowing them to sustain and capture this third point with 3:53 on the clock.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
NIU played the attack on King's Row pretty much to perfection, not overextending, finding crucial picks that keep the payload moving, realizing they don't need to win every team fight if they could just pick 2 people off right away, which essentially wins them a team fight to keep the payload moving. And with a time bank like 3:53, it is a tall order for Western Michigan University here if they want to have any chance to claw their way back into this second map.
Ready for battle.
Still looks bad.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
No.
All right, looking like very similar comps, both sides here. Sticking with this Reinhardt Zarya, not letting the meta dictate this map personally for them, but we will see if Western Michigan will change anything up if they find no luck on this Reinhardt Zarya. As I say that, Western Michigan electing to go straight up the middle here. Good May ult, splits off the backline, and an early pick on the Reinhardt puts this fight away already for NIM, finding Baptiste on the way out as well, just to add a little more seconds off the clock for Western here. Going into another what we call soft fight where no ults will be committed. We'll see if Western can get anything going. Misses the May wall, unfortunately, and Hydro finds a huge one of his own. He dies early on in the fight, though, but also finds the pick off the off-tank and cleanup coming in from NIU off the backs of Tokotoro and Foxish there to kill 3 and sustain in this fight. Frosty speeding back Hydro to get him back in this fight right away. So it's not a 5v6. And this May wall is a huge win condition for NIU. Finding an early pick here and there really separates this fight. As now Western elects to go through Hotel, but walls miss on both sides. So now we're just going to wait to reset. Baptiste wall comes out, but a big shatter comes out from Fergat, but he dies pretty quickly because of this Baptiste wall. And May finds Frosty soon after, and Western might just take this point if NIU can't get any quick picks here. As Moses now falls, it's not looking too good for NIU, and Western Michigan unlocked the first point with just over half the time left.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
All right. Okay. NIU looking to contest earlier, not wanting to allow a lot of payload space to be accumulated. Good May wall on the side of Western, but instantly blown up from NIU to save their Reinhardt and just killed the Baptiste. Probably got caught by the double damage that Baptiste ult does. And NIU take this point back pretty convincingly here. And now they hold it in one of the hardest chokes to take if NIU can play it pretty correctly here. Maywall has to come out soon, but Graviton Surges come out and May ults from both sides here. Beat comes out for Western. Good block shatter on the side of Fergat. And ult usage from NIU just wins them the fight there. That and just playing around the ults, to be honest. The Baptiste immortality really kept him alive through that May ult, even with a beat coming out from the side of Western. And now after that very committing fight on both sides, it's going to be some more soft fights here. Maybe if Reinhardt Shatter is going to come out from Fergot, but Hydro finds one quickly, and as I say that, Fergot falls as well from this Baptiste wall, putting too much damage. She can't contest this front line, and Zarya by herself now, finding two actually on the way out, and staying alive with high charge. Moses put this fight on his back to keep NIU, and the point stalled for now. Excuse me here. Alright. Early Baptiste wall coming out on the side of NIU. Probably not the best use. Could have waited till Western committed a bit more, but it does kill about 10 seconds off the clock. Hindsight, was it effective? Could have done a bit better, but a good grab mail coming out from Hydro here, finding three, and just like that, Fergot finds a three-piece. Moses and Fox just chip in to find a quick team fight wipe here. And with only 2 ults committed there, NIU still got something to work with when Western decides to use their ults, looking for this next fight here. Western Michigan coming in, looking for poke damage. Graviton and Blizzard comes out on the for them, trying to find some big freezes. Immort keeps them alive for now, but it's too much damage coming through. And Western Michigan find all 6 actually, and this point should almost be captured. NIU probably will have another contest right now, but it all depends how NIU wants to play it. It looks like they will get back quick enough with this Lucio, and just like that, a Baptiste Ball Fire Strike finds Frosty, doing 200 damage, perfectly enough to kill him there. And with that, Pillsbury with a crucial shatter to kill the main tank. NIU really doesn't have a lot to work with here, but they're trying to contest it. Hydro does find one, but too many deaths for the side of NIU already, and Western takes point 2. They won't have a lot of time to work with here though. Only having a minute 37 left on the clock. NIU does have 3 ults compared to Western's none. They're trying to find some crucial picks here, but Hydro gets booped early off the side of the map. Western has to take advantage, but Foxish finds 3 in the back line, along with Fergot finding 1 himself to really put this fight away. And a good made pick just for measure to get the team wipe notification. And with the only 1 ult used there, NIU in good shape to stall maybe 1 to 2 more fights and prevent NIU from, well, I'm sorry, Western from taking 3rd point here and giving NIU 2-0 in this upcoming match. But a good Maywall comes out, but Bap Immort plays perfectly to keep him alive, and just like that, a Mayo on the side of NIU freezes 3 and gets 3 dead. And with this, Western will be looking for their final fight here, not committing any ults there, luckily enough for them, trying to force out NIU ults. So when this final fight comes, they do have a chance of capturing 3rd point here. So Western coming in for the final time, having to find some good early picks or getting a lot of value off their ults. Graviton Surge comes out with a Death Blossom, a good beat to keep everyone alive though, but Fergot falls pretty quick. And as I say that, Pillsbury falls for the side of Western. Tokaturo finds the Reaper, but this male coming out from Western freezes 1, kills 1, but sustain wise, NIU just have better sustain, and Pillsbury finds a shatter, and this fight's just going back and forth. it's a 3v3 on the card right now. Looking pretty tough, but Western does regain control, switching to this ball here to get back quick in this fight. Looking for a more dive-heavy comp, trying to keep their dreams alive on the second map. Good slam comes in, finds some good value, but Mayo and Graviton Surge comes out for NIU, trying to find value here. Foxish and Hydro team up to pick 3 and kill everyone on the card, pushing NIU to a 2-0 in the series. Very well done. It was a great final push on the side of Western, but the close response for NIU, along with just game-winning team ults, really helped them shut down third point and take this map over Western. Looking at the cards here, Cornmeal dealing 30% of the team damage taken. That's honestly quite a bit in all things considered, but if if it doesn't matter in team fights where you get killed instantly, you don't get allowed that to heal up. The healing is nice, but as much as it's important, if you can't stay alive to an immort, then it really won't matter. And I'm getting word that Spade is back, looking good to go here.
Hello. Yes. All right, there we go. Finally, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties for the first. Seems like what you said, 2 maps.
2 maps, yes.
Okay, but you know we're finally back in here. Mic's working, everything's working. I can see the game. I can, yeah, everything's working now.
It would be hard to cast without the game.
Yeah. Having some weird stuff earlier, but now that that's out of the way, if by chance, could you give me a recap of how this game's going so far, just for me as well as for everyone watching? Just
so first point to Paul, it was a 2-0, but Western making some crucial mistakes, having a C9 in their Spade. Didn't expect it to see it at this level of play, but it does happen to the best, unfortunately. So it's no rare occurrence here either. But after a quick C9, NIU cleaned up the second point on Nepal Village to win map 1. But Western did put up a nice fight, taking percentage every time. And then Kings Row, it was pretty much a runaway game for NIU, capping with almost 4 minutes left, and then holding Western to third point.
So it seems like
it's a competitive game, all right, but NIU is just cleaning.
Able to edge it out.
Yeah, they're just cleaner with their team ults and coordination and cleanup, for that matter. Personally,
Ready for battle.
and as we say, that doppelganger leaves the game. Maybe connection issues. We'll have to see if he comes back. Quick pause comes out though, and as we wait, Spade. What problems did you have? I know you said audio or visuals, but any audio problems as well?
Well, actually, it was mainly audio problems. So I guess since we got some time, might as well get into it a little bit. So first, when I first get on, I'm updating my Overwatch, and for some reason my headset isn't working. I was talking to you guys before the stream started. We kind of got in the call a little bit early. We were talking about it and stuff.
Yep.
I realized I was talking to myself the entire time because none of you guys could hear me. I didn't really realize that until about the stream was about to start. And once I finally fixed that problem, I come to find out that whenever I open up Overwatch, all of my audio shuts down. So I would say it's pretty hard to co-commentate with someone if you can't watch the game as well as hear what they're saying at the same time.
That would be tough. Yes.
I did end up having to restart my computer, but luckily, with the power of Google, we were able to hopefully get that problem fixed. Everything seems like it's working well so far, so hopefully we're smooth riding until the end of this one. Yeah,
there's a classic phrase we like to use. It's called the GTS. It's stuff, but keeping it PG, we can't say the original phrase, but it does work. Google is a powerful tool here.
Google. Where would humanity be without Google?
That's what I'm saying, because it was maybe a month ago my brother's car just didn't work. Like it shut down on the side of the road as we were driving, and we got it back to my house through one of our buds, and we determined it was the fuel pump that was broken. So what did I do? I googled how to replace a fuel pump, and I replaced a fuel pump on the car.
Oh wow, that's actually amazing.
Having zero mechanical experience, I opened up like there's like a hatch in the trunk. I don't know if you know this, but you open that hatch up, and then like that's where your gas is stored. So I took out this pump, and it's actually a complex piece. It had like a little bucket that like if too much fuel got in, it would start to tilt, and once it had enough, it would fully like slam, which would tell the pump, hey, we're full. Honestly, it has a lot more like technology in there than I was expecting. So it was a very wild experience, but a good life lesson to know I can change a fuel pump and pretty much any car part if I just Google it.
I actually had a similar thing. Well, not really with a car, more with my shoes, because out here where I live in Pennsylvania.
Sure.
And it's been raining a decent amount recently. So for some reason one day I decided to wear my nice white Vans to work.
Oh.
And it wasn't raining that day, which is why I wasn't really expecting it. But on the way home, I accidentally stepped in about a foot of mud. So I ended up accidentally ruining those shoes. The stains on them are really bad. But luckily, because of Google, and YouTube, some of the greatest stuff that's ever, my opinion, some of the greatest stuff humanity's ever come up with. Let's just be real here. Is I'm gonna get some some soap, get some stuff like that, clean my shoes out, and hopefully they look brand new. Because if they don't, I'm gonna be very sad because they got stained pretty badly. Yeah.
Well, I'm praying for you, Spade.
I mean, that's all you can do right now.
Yeah.
But it's been a while. How have you been? I guess if we got time during this pause, we might as well get a whole rundown.
Yeah, no, I've been pretty good. Doing the college stuff. It's typical how it goes. I gotta write a 3-page paper in German after this, so busy schedule ahead for me here.
Indeed, that sounds fun.
No,
it's very fun.
No,
sounds like you're gonna really enjoy that.
I can't say I will.
It looks like looking for a sub here.
Yeah,
game. We're gonna have a decent amount of some more time here, so let's stick with this last shot in the Spade show. I'm quite enjoying this actually. Right.
Yeah, it's a good break in between all the madness.
Let's see. What am I?
What are you doing?
Today I worked.
Yeah.
I got home. I slept for 6 hours.
Yep.
And now I don't think I'm going back to bed. Not anytime soon.
Interesting.
Definitely.
I
think I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry. I've had the opposite day. I've woke up at like 7 off of 4 hours of sleep, and I've been up all day doing work. So
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any sleep before I have to go to work again tomorrow morning. So I think that 24-hour day is gonna be
ahead of you
for me. But, luckily with our new sponsor, not real sponsor, Mountain Dew Kickstart. Hopefully.
What flavor? That's important here.
I got the cherry.
Black cherry?
Or fruit punch.
Oh, I can't stand it. It's all about black cherry.
Is black cherry really the wave?
Black cherry is the wave.
What happened was I went to the store and I saw this one and I saw the Game Fuel and I was like, I've heard a lot about them. I'm not a huge energy drink guy, but I do usually need them just because I do stuff like this where I end up forcing myself to stay up for 24 hours. So I like to try my different energy drinks, and I've heard a lot about the Mountain Dew Kickstart and Game Fuel. The Game Fuel, I had the cherry Game Fuel. That was pretty good. It was actually too good. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I don't like that it was too good because I don't want to be actually enjoying those when I drink. I just want the energy. But,
the Kickstarts I do like because there is juice in them, and it tastes less like a soda and more like a I'll say juice for that matter.
That's actually good. I quite enjoy juices a lot more than I enjoy Coke. So.
Yeah, I think the fruit punch one is a bit too strong for me, but the black cherry has a very nice, like, I'm not gonna say bitter taste, but it's more of a strong, like, I don't know how to describe it. I
I
think
probably just have to get it.
yeah, that's my biggest recommendation for you, Spade.
All right. Speaking of recommendations, I don't really know how that segues into the unpause, but you know, we'll make
They
it work.
recommended Glove to come back in to
Good-
help
Good
replace.
save.
I want to say brother. No, it was Doppelganger
Doppelganger
on
from
the
the
side
disconnect.
of Western here.
It's not working.
What?
For some reason, my HUD is not working. let
But
me
you
see.
really need it. I'll let you know what's happening.
Oh, there we go. All right, we're good. We're
Okay.
good. We are good. Okay. A little scared for a second there. It's fine.
Okay, Glove playing this McCree here. Coming off the bench, trying to get warmed up pretty quick. And let's see how he fits into this Western roster here.
Very
As,
meta comp. Both teams rolling out the double bubble here. This is interesting. I don't know. Have both teams actually been running double bubble for most of this game? Yeah.
well, you can imagine it was Reinhardt Zarya on King's Row. And it was also Reinhardt Zarya on Nepal, but Foxish puts a
Nice.
dagger into Cornmeal with his snipe. Same thing with Hydro onto Brig here. Both supports fall. And Western just gonna have to back up.
Really good push there by NIU. Fox is actually taking that super far back right window, which not many people expect, and he's able to just hit the Ana off of that blue box. And blue box on Gibraltar is one of the real strong points, especially in these dive matchups. Speaking of dive, you see Ana
Yeah.
getting dove here, able to get the kill. Oof.
Good value. Glove finds a pick onto Foxish, but at the same time, the main tank for Western falls, and Fergot finds 2 in the back line pretty quick. 3 added to the numbers here. And just a Tracer cleanup, Spade.
Good first point coming out there by NIU. Big picks coming from both these DPS. This double sniper, they're really proving they know how to play around this double sniper. Playing the very slow, waiting for snipers to get picks while the tanks just control the space that they have, not forcing too much. But when they have that opportunity, they are definitely seizing it.
Yeah, and
So,
opportunity
really
is
fun.
coming for them, finding 2 picks in this transition period, which is going to stall Western even more here and allow NIU to just push this payload freely.
And they're able to get the spaceship control. Now this control, especially into a double sniper, is very, very important here.
And Hydra
Wow,
finds
Hydra.
Pulsar quick,
Nice. That was a very nice kill there. The Primal Rage coming out.
trying
from
to
the
maybe hit the Winston there with the nano, but unfortunately Brig catches it. And NIU cleaning up, Spade.
Looking very strong right now. Just another really strong second point coming out there.
Payload didn't stop, if I'm not mistaken. And just like that, 2 fall again, catching respawns from second point there, putting him back to third respawn, giving him one-way express tickets.
Really good to oh wow, he's able to get the McCree spawn. That's such a big stagger again. I mean, with the way it's looking, they might not even be able to touch card again here, which would be
Now-
a really big shame.
Yeah, Brig falls in the back line. Winston falls again. These staggers are deadly for the side of Western. They really just have to wait until all 6 are out to take a hard dive to this high ground to contest these snipers, or just controlling sidelines.
Can't really do any of that though when you're just getting grabbed in your own spawn. Able to trade out the Lucio, but the 1 for 5 isn't gonna be worth it at all.
Yeah, Winston ulting here, trying to stall out this point and maybe find a pick.
Oh,
But
almost.
easy shutdown, ball contesting point though. And IU ignoring this ball here, just trying to buy Western some time. And as I say that, BAP Immort comes out, keeping the point alive here.
On a nade killing, able to keep the ball up for a lot longer. Big stall coming out there, and most of Western's able to come back, but nope, doesn't seem like it's going to be enough there.
Yeah,
Kills the
NIU.
again.
These sidelines for
Five.
NIU and just controlling the high ground and playing at range with their DPS allows them just to be uncontested, and it's basically a practice range for them.
Really is, especially with Western not really able to group up. They just kept on walking out of spawn and getting solo picked, just trying to 1v6, and pretty often, I mean, we saw they were trading a 1 for 5 in almost all of those fights. It's just like, gonna be honest with you, just almost never worth it. So, you know,
Yeah.
I like to see Western hopefully play it a little bit slower, put a little bit more as a team here coming into this attack, because that defense was definitely rough with the 430. That
it's a tough one to come back from, but if Western does fully cap, how time banks work now, whoever has more time would get an automatic 3 minutes, and the lesser team would get 2 minutes if they both cap over a 3-minute margin. So,
oh wow, I actually did not.
This was a change a while ago. We don't see many over 3-minute caps for third points, so that's why you don't really notice it. But this might only be on 2CP, but they definitely implemented it in, so you're not getting 9-round games in Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I've had my fair share of those.
Yeah.
Those are they're real bangers.
It's just to be a draw too.
Those are usually the worst.
Absolutely.
As they're rolling on the double bubble again here.
Both sides actually here. Glove going on Hanzo himself, trying to contest this Hydro Hanzo. But Pillsbury falls quick inside his bubble. A good arrow. Perfectly timed to clean up Pillsbury. And looks like Western just waiting for this Winston to come back, as he is the core pressure for this team comp. And if you look at the payload speed, Tracer uncontested right now. Hydro going to deal with this Tracer.
Just moving the point, as it seems like Western tried to take another fight there, but is instantly just getting pushed back and knocked off. And Cornwell getting a big pick on Fox.
Yeah, a huge bait hitting free with the anti. And now
dying on top. They're able to point control with 2 up now. Let's see if they're going to be able to push their advantage.
Yeah. Pillsbury doing excellent to create space here. Once Foxish falls, the sideline goes down, and Pillsbury, a great dive coordination there. And Western takes this first point.
That was actually a really good attack coming out there, especially considering how their defense went. That was I was actually not expecting something that clean, but good picks coming out from the Ana, as well as the killing the Winston, able to get big picks.
And now a Nano Winston in the back line causing some havoc, but not finding much value in the side of picks here. Would have liked to see that Nano come in a little later when there's actually a hard engage in this team fight. And as we see this, a Nano Winston coming out from NIU themselves here, jumping into this back line onto the Nano Hanzo to get a free kill there.
Just a better alt management coming out from the side of. Oh no! And for some reason, the Primal Rage went down 4. You really don't like to see that. Just waste the ults coming out. The Nano and the Primal Rage from NIU, not NIU, excuse me, Western. Just, oh, you really don't like to see that if you're trying to cap with even a semi-competitive time to what NIU got here.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that all be used a lot later, but a grab comes out early. Grab Hanzo ult actually, honestly a bit too late, but does find Hydro to get some value out of this, and Pillsbury finds Foxish in the midst of the chaos. Forgot being alone in the backline though. Finding an early death here, and NIU falling apart on the second point.
A good grab. Oh wait, seems like
put a grab dragon of their own.
NIU as well. They're able to turn it.
Yeah, good play coming out from Moses and Hydro there, realizing, hey, Lucio isn't here. We can just take a free grab dragon, and even if he does beat, they have the damage to really break through that shield and get massive value and keep this point stalled at the end of second point.
Really good call that should be able to realize that they still have a good win condition coming up, so that their own grab dragon is able to get immense value there, instantly able to kill 4.
And another early nano coming out from Cornmeal. I don't really like this play. I would like to see the whole team there to apply much more pressure to really have this Winston be isolated in the back line while your team gets a lot of free space in the front line.
Oh,
and just like that, NIU do exactly that. Fergot finds 2 with the DPS back behind him. You have to deal with a nanoed Winston there, Spade, but at the same time, DPS, if they are left uncontested, it's, I'm saying, just as worse. as a Nano Winston.
It is indeed. So that's why this Nano Winston combo is actually usually very scary. It's just they seem to be really mismanaging it on the side of Western here. They do have another one coming up in a second here. Let's see how they're able to use this one if they are able to get the value.
And just like that, Winston jump in both backlines. Primal comes out from Forgot, just splitting this Winston, trying to find picks here. And Hydro finds 2. Winston isolated by Forgot's spacing ult. And NIU, another fight win Spade.
Very clean, not having to invest too much there, excuse me.
Yeah, being tired. Trying to get some energy going on the side of Spade GG here.
Just a little bit, you know. Still, you just woke up about an hour ago. Had to play in a little bit of a pug.
I feel that. I feel.
You know, I'm awake. I'm awake. We're here.
Waking up. A great anti-nade coming out from Toko Toro, stalling this Winston out just a little bit. Now he's going to jump freely on Toko. And without his anti-heal / healing nade for himself, it is tough to stay alive, but he does manage to get it up in time to save his own life. But Hydro gets isolated, and Pillsbury finds a good pick to open this fight up.
The Nano Winston coming out again from the side of Western. They're able to get the on elite, but just not able to finish the job there. They are able to kill the main tank, so let's see if they're able to win off of that. But oh, we're seeing it again. Can they do it again?
Yeah, they grab Hanzo. Moses finds 2 off of it. Doesn't even need Dragon to come through there. And Foxish cleans up 2 by himself. 3. Make it a 3-piece Spade.
40 seconds left. No ultimates on the side of Western. The High Noon is up right now. The Nano is up right now. The Dragons halfway to being charged. The Winston as well halfway to being charged there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight for Western to win here.
Some might say it's honestly doomed. It's not looking good and the pick coming out.
Soldier by himself on cart here. NIU finds 3 before overtime even starts. Foxish finds another one on the back end of this, and looks like Soldier is trying to touch, but it might get booped away by Lucio. Tracer actually finds the touch there. Trying to stall this one out, but Frosty with a good pick on the Tracer. And, it doesn't look like it's doing
around. Stalls enough time for his Hammond to get back. Nade coming in
to win. Classic strategy to stall a point out. Pillsbury tries to come back in this fight, but too much CC comes out.
Is it just mismanaged ults coming out on the side of Western? Really just kind of struggling there, as well as just not being able to struggle with the Nanoed Winston on the other side. Just really was the difference maker in this map. Whether it was Nanos coming out too early on the Winston, whether it was maybe not being able to kill enough of the enemy Winston, as well as just not having any answers to this Grab Dragon. We saw twice where there was team fights won by Western, but this Grab Dragon able to really be that a really good get out of jail free card 2 times there on that point.
Yeah. And even though it was a 3-0 for NIU today, Western Michigan didn't play awful, in my opinion. They really had some good potential. I think if they go back, look at this VOD in particular, clean up, find what they did wrong, I think they can come back and give NIU at least a run for their money here.
Definitely, especially compared to the last 2 3-0s we saw.
Yeah.
This one definitely looking like actually competitive. Not only were they able to take a point, they were pretty competitive for most of that Gibraltar map, and as it sounded for the first 2 maps as well, they seemed very, very competitive with NIU. Just a couple things that they can clean up, and I can definitely see them coming back and taking this same match to a 5-map series. Just, you know, small stuff to work on again, as I mentioned in that Gibraltar map. Just working on some of that alt management, as well as peeling for their own for the honor of their own.
Yeah.
As well as you know, as you mentioned, the C9 earlier, so just, you know, awareness of carp.
It was actually point on Nepal. They won the fight, and 3 people stepped off. 2 went under the cubby on Sanctum, and 1 walked forward. It was I was already looking back towards the choke when it happened. It caught everyone off guard.
Indeed, that exactly of the C9 situation that happened way back in Apex. I think it was season 1, wasn't it? From
Yeah,
the
it was
original C9 team. Yep.
yeah, it was on Lijiang though.
Lijiang Control Center. If I'm
It
pretty
was
sure that's the
Control
name of the
Center
map.
and Gardens.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
It happened twice. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it was
Winning the
bad.
fight and just walking off a point. That's
Yeah.
just that is rough. But they are.
It does happen, and that's why there's a term after it.
Does indeed. It happens to the best of us. But honestly, good showing coming out from Western.
Yeah.
If I'm Western, I'm not I'm not coming out of here very sad. It's not a rough loss. You definitely, especially versus an IU team, which
Mhm.
we have seen is a very very strong team. They're
Yeah.
just they're 9-0 actually, if or
Oh
12-0
no,
since
no. Since when?
map records since the Northeastern game.
That would be 9-0.
9-0, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So 9-0, just going on an absolute tear, sub-houring most of these teams. So, I mean, hey, the fact that you didn't get 35-minute speed run is honestly an achievement in itself. So,
Yeah, it was a good showing from Western. Probably not the result they wanted, but I would definitely say a learning match nonetheless against a better team in this league.
indeed. And for the side of NIU, again, just this dominance that they've
Yeah.
shown it's just been impressive. It's just inspirational, some might say. It's been great to watch, especially being from the side of NIU. As I know my friend Lashot is here, and
Yeah.
I guess you could say I am as well, since I am the.
Yeah, well, you are
cast
now.
Here for.
Honorary
I am
member.
indeed now honorary NIU member. Exactly. So.
I'll get you one of my jerseys. I got 2 of them. I'll send you one.
For sure, I'd be glad to wear a jersey during these casts, but
Sounds good.
honestly, just you can go ahead.
No, I was just going closing remarks. NIU played clean there. Can't really ask for a better match, and it was more entertaining this time around as well. Having Western take points, but NIU clean as ever. Can't ask for better.
Yeah, you really can't. Just good play coming out.
Well,
And-
thank you for stopping by, Spade. We do
Anytime.
appreciate you coming back through your technical difficulties.
Of course, you just gotta work through it, and
Yeah.
I enjoy being here. I love casting these stuff, so
Yeah. I held the
miss it.
fort down. Sean helped me out, commented a few times. I appreciate that, Sean. Thank you.
No problem. It wasn't much at all, but
It,
I'm glad to be here though. Like,
it was more than enough to help me out. So we do appreciate it, and we appreciate you once again running the stream and broadcasting the game for us. It makes our jobs easier. And with that, that was a 3-0 NIU versus Western Michigan University. I have been Last Shot, along me, Spade GG.
That is me.
And we will see you on Saturday for our next game. Thank you very much.